Episode of Mr. Allard's Neighborhood. This is a place where you're entitled to Brad's opinion. And now for your host, Brad Allard.
Well, I'm just looking at the latest issue of Local Life here, and its new design. Welcome to the newly redesigned Local Life. See, here it is, guys and girls.
Yes.
Yeah, with Tiffany here is going to tell us all about the process and also the cover, which is this month's articles are about women in business.
Yes.
Which you're right there in the middle of it.
Why not do a little self-promotion?
There you go. Well, why not? You're certainly a businesswoman, so
yes,
certainly. I was just looking through this, and I really like it. I mean, it's bigger. It's got bigger ads.
Yep.
And it's got more space to do not just information, but design and whatnot. And it's really very nice. And I'm just looking through it, and of course, I like this picture. Oh, you got to have the obligatory picture of women striding into the future, with confidence.
With confidence.
That's right.
The photo shoot was really fun, actually.
Well, who are the ladies on the cover besides yourself?
Okay, so it's Roxanne Myers, and she is president and CEO of Lost Oak Winery.
Oh, everybody knows that place.
Yes. And then me, and then it is Jennifer Huffman, who is the owner of Elizabeth Scott Bridal. And then my good friend, Angela McGarity, and she owns Artistic Motion Dance Academy. And
where exactly is that?
That is all the way down Renfro.
That's what I thought it was. I thought that's the one. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my daughter's. Well, my daughter's danced there since she was 3.
Right. It's right near me.
Yes.
Okay.
And Angela and she actually started over here in Crowley. And Angela and I have been friends for about 15 years.
Yeah, how about that?
So she started her business about the same time that I bought Local Life. And so we've grown together as business owners.
And you've changed the publisher's picture of yourself, looking more professional and whatnot.
Yes, we got all new photos, and you'll be seeing that more on our social media here pretty soon as well.
Well, good. I'm going to look through this thing because it's you have a lot of people I know here. You got Gail Moore's here in Women in Business.
Yes.
Of course, we know her as a sponsor and good friend.
And then that's Dr. Berth and Dr. Fletcher.
Yeah, they've been here for quite some time. Orthodontics for a while, I remember.
For sure. They've been another advertiser that's been with me since I started.
Yeah. Well, this is great. It really is. Give you more space. I noticed here in the middle, there's a barber shop at the Toyota place.
Yes, there is. And he's really pushing that. I was like, I don't know why you're going to spend all that money for that ad, but okay.
Who's he?
His name is Dustin Hearden, and he is at Family Toyota. He's the GM at Family Toyota, and I drive all Toyotas. My whole family does, and they are great to work with.
Right. Well, I know the owner of the Family Toyota briefly. I had his son in class, so
yes.
But I mean, I was looking we have a barber shop and a car dealership. You don't see that very often.
And you think about all the men that work there, and they all get their haircuts there, and they're all very clean.
No, and I tell you what, if you buy a car, it does take a little time. It isn't like you just walk in, throw down a big wad of dough, and walk out with a car.
Right. And then when you're getting your maintenance done, you can get your haircut at the same time.
Well, holy moly, what a good... And it's $5 off. See, guys, right there. A little free advertising for Dustin. All right.
Yeah, $5 off. That's right.
But before we jump in, let's talk about those who pay for advertising here.
Okay. Well, they pay for that.
Yeah, all right. Okay. CrossFit Burleson. Thank you, Daniel. Hope you're doing well. We're 317 Southwest Wilshire. Check out the webpage for the memberships and the training programs and all that goes with it. So check them out on CrossFitBurleson.com. Thank you to Shandy Stogsdill, the Stogsdill Realty Group. I had her on last week, and she was talking about real estate, and it's just getting ridiculous. And but so you'll need somebody if you're going to buy a home in this area. And so talk to Shandy. She'll hook you up. She can help you with some of the financing as well. So transactions and relationships. So call Shandy if you want to move into this area. Rex, hope you had a good time at Duke. He went to that Duke, North Carolina basketball game. What a big wheel he is.
I've had a couple of friends that went there.
Really?
Yes, because it was the last time he's going to coach.
Right. And they choked. Oh, too bad.
I didn't know what. I don't know.
You're not
any of
a
it.
college basketball fan?
No, I would say not.
well-
I'm a Mavericks fan.
Well, okay. See, I'm not a big NBA guy. I'm much more in college. But anyway, Russell Wealth Group, I'm getting off the track. Hit myfinancialbox.com, hit the link, get to know him, find out about him, become a client, and he'll help you with this chaotic stock market, which is going up and down, mostly down these days, but I'm sure they'll change, So, you can't change your philosophy because of one day, and that's what he's there to help you with, is long-term financial planning. Okay, also, I have discovered about weight loss. There's two ways to do it. You could do it my way, which is to catch the flu and lose a ton of weight, but the rest of it ain't so good. Or you can call Kimmy Etheridge and do it the right way. 817-79-1622. I lost 17 pounds in the last week.
Oh, 17 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot in a week.
Well, it's a lot that I had to lose, but I'm saying they'll come right back. But so if you want to take it off and keep it off, call Kimmy, and don't go through the other parts I had to go through. So Optavia, 817-789-1622. You'll be glad you did. She'll help you with not just weight loss, but weight maintenance, and it's a lot better deal. Also, Gayla Morris, whom we're looking at right here on page 11 on Southern Gem and Fine Jewelry. Robin went and got some stuff repaired by Gayla, and she just loves it. It was a family piece of some sort, and she was just really, really
That's
excited.
where my engagement ring came from.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too.
Yes.
Talk about Jimmy.
Yes.
Your boyfriend. All right. Anyway, Southern Gem, go over there and get yourself something repaired or designed or cleaned or buy some new inventory. She has all the above. And our newest sponsor, Hotworks. You know of Hotworks, I'll bet. Have you ever been to Hotworks by any chance?
Yes, actually. I had a membership, and then
Then
Jimmy goes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave my membership to my daughter because they like to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, at least somebody's going.
Yes.
Well, anyway, we're Michelle Humphrey over on 714.
It's a great workout.
It really is, and it's not like heavy lifting and throwing iron around.
No.
It's not like CrossFit. It's more. Well, you describe it. You've been in it.
Well, you basically do body weight or with bands, workout style in a sauna.
You're right.
Or you can do a bikes, or you can do rowing or whatever it might be in the sauna. And so it gets your heart rate going, and you burn twice the calories because you're in the infrared sauna. So it's like half the workout in twice the time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and it's a lot less stressful for some people.
And you sweat a lot. I don't sweat that much, and so sometimes I get overheated. I have to watch myself. So,
speaking of overheated, you got engaged, right?
yes.
All right, tell me about Jimmy. You like that segue? Okay, tell us, Jimmy and you. Did he do it romantically, or said, "Hey, you want to get married? What the heck?"
No, it was very sweet. We got engaged at Riata.
That's a good place to do it.
Yes, and my daughters brought in some flowers. And the sweetest thing was he asked my daughters if he could marry me and if he could be their stepdad. And so he bought them matching necklaces, and me a necklace and a ring.
Jimmy, you're making us look really bad.
Yeah,
really, the rest of us.
He did it right. It was perfect.
And you got teary-eyed, didn't you?
I did. I did. I didn't think I was going to, and I did.
know, yeah, but well, he did it right. If he did it at Riata and he got the girls involved, and it's all the above, and so any date set?
We're thinking maybe late August, because that would be, which sounds really hot, but that would be when we went on our first date.
Sure.
So,
well, my wife and I were going to get married in August, and then I noticed my apartment lease was going to come up, and I don't want to sign another one, so we got married in May.
that's funny.
Yeah, and it worked. It's been worked out. Our 34th anniversary will be in May, so we're good to go.
Nice.
Yeah, well, 34 smooth, easy years. Anyway, let's talk about your magazine here.
Okay.
So it's newly designed.
Yes.
The first time it's happened, and it's a lot bigger. Second?
Second. I couldn't come last time.
Oh, that's right.
I had COVID.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. So, was it hard transitioning to this?
Yes, it was. It was stressful just to come up with exactly the way, and we're still morphing it into into what looks good, But I'm pretty happy with it, the way it's turned out.
It looks great.
I really, we surveyed our readers, and they really liked to know about local businesses and the people and the story behind the businesses. And so in the other design of the way Local Life was before as a digest size, you couldn't really you were pretty restricted on what you could do creatively in the magazine and for it to look good.
Right. You don't want to pile it all in a little ad and read it.
It becomes just an ads magazine. And yes, Local Life is based off local ads, but I think there's so much more to it that we can do. And so that's why I decided, I want to go bigger. But a lot of people know Local Life as the little magazine. So that's why I have it the way it is. So it's folded when you get it, because people know my brand as the little magazine. And so whether we keep it this way forever or in a couple of years, then we just go to a full size, that's what we'll do. But I really like the way it is right now.
I do too. I mean, it's just seems to, be able to read easier for us old men like myself, you need extra big print and all this other stuff. So yeah, that's nice, and I think it looks really great, and you still sending it out to about 30,000 people more.
Over 30,600, and so it's all Burleson and all Joshua, and there's no home value or cap or any of that, and then it also we're sending out the digital link. Our email list is almost to 5,000 local people, so we send that out every month as well. And so
I'm still waiting for the post office box, but there's okay.
I know.
No. Is that hard to do? I mean, is it like
it's just
the added expense that you
expense, basically.
And you may not.
And it's a lot of double. Lots of people will have a post office box and another mailbox.
Where else could they find this if it's not just mailed them to directly? I mean, I've seen it in a couple places, but
yes. So I have them set out at City Market, Old South Pancake House, and Our Place.
Our Place, of course.
Yes. So you can pick them if you don't get them mailed to you. You can pick them up there. So, and those will be refreshed every month. I have a little stand with them in there. So
you said Old South at Our Place
and City Market.
City Market. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, good. Because I've seen them, but
right.
I've seen them on coffee tables and waiting rooms and stuff like that.
Well, everybody that advertises with us gets magazines to put in their waiting room.
Sitting in a car, getting my car inspected, and there it was right on there on the table of Christian Brothers, I believe it was. And so it's you get all these, and it's really, really, it's just handy to have, and it's nice to see people
Yes.
it is, because I don't know all these ladies here personally, but I'm sure a lot of your readers do, and it's really. It's nice to see people, and see them doing well in business and whatnot. And
for sure.
And you had a nice interview here with several of these ladies.
Yes.
Who wrote this article? Was it Jordan?
So Jordan wrote the article, and she did an amazing job. I've gotten a ton of compliments on it. And so one of the things I wanted to do when we redesigned the magazine was to do a women in business ad, a magazine. Every year. So our March issue, this is March, right? Yes. Our March issue will always, I'm already working on April.
I know. You're a month ahead all the time.
Yes, yeah. Our March issue will always be women in business because I think we have so many great women business owners. And from this edition, what I've learned is they don't like talking about themselves. Or writing about themselves. And so,
Really?
Yes, next year, I think we're going to do a mixer to where you can come and have your photo taken. And then I'm going to have a few writers present to help them write their autobiography, what is that? Their
bio.
Yeah, their bio, thank you. And so they can have something, because what I've learned is they're like, oh, I can't talk about myself or, and I'm like, oh girl, you have been in business for this long and it's okay to tout about yourself. It's okay. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I was really surprised about.
Well, one thing I would find to be interesting is that even if they are women business owners, they probably still could see themselves as mothers and wives and
For
things
sure.
like. And I'm sure that has some conflict, and sometimes with their business side and all that. And I'm sure they have a different perspective because the old traditional standard was if there's stuff to take care of at home, the wife would take care of it, right?
Right.
The mother take care of it, regardless of what her obligations were. But now,
and that's what we
no.
wrote about of how these women juggle because they're all moms. And so how do you juggle being a president, CEO of a company, or, how do you juggle all of that? How did you make it work? And then what books do they recommend that people read? So if there is a young lady out there that really wants to be a woman entrepreneur, then hopefully they can get some tips from these women on how they've done it because they're all very successful.
did they find? I'm scanning through the article. Did they find being a woman to be an impediment to starting or maintaining a business, or really is it really not as big a factor as it used to be?
No, I don't think it's that. It's managing and juggling.
Okay, but
because they're all still moms, and so how do you make your schedule work? To where if your job is very demanding and your kids are very demanding and
kids demanding. We were talking about that too.
Yeah, like how do you make it all work? Which I live that on the daily. My daughter's sitting here texting me right now.
Real.
And so
another crisis, no doubt.
Yes, pretty much. And so it's hard. It's not easy.
Well, in my generation, I'm much older than you, and
Right.
Women business owners were seen as somewhat as a novelty.
For sure.
And now it's
More common.
very commonplace. I mean, I don't even know if I think about it when I'm dealing with somebody in a business, if it's a woman owned or a male owned. I don't even think it registers with me that if I'm doing anything that is unusual.
Right.
Whereas back when I was like in the 70s, 80s, we had women entrepreneurs, but they were seen as unique.
Yes. Well, I still feel like for me, and trying to just step into something else besides the magazine, meaning social media and stuff, I think if you didn't know me, like people in this community know me and know my brand, but outside of this community, it's hard to, I don't have a certificate from SMU or wherever. And so they don't see me as being as, I don't think we get kind of like, oh, we're just moms doing this on the side.
Kind of just as a hobby, right?
Right. And that's not the case at all.
Well, I would imagine. I mean, this is not something you do as a hobby. I mean, the time you put into this is no hobby.
Right. And social media is hard too.
It is.
And so, and keeping up with all the trends and the different things that work, Facebook and Instagram and all of them change weekly on what works and what doesn't work.
I not that I have that big an enterprise at all, but I've almost got to the point where, it's wearing me out trying to keep track of all this. And then I got, Taylor over there, he does this. Don't you do this? You do this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Social media. And it's a 24/7 gig, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it isn't like...
They're always changing.
I know.
Always changing.
It sounds like an excuse, but they literally always are changing.
Yes. And then to grow, you have to be on your phone engaging with other businesses. And that's not
paying money.
Right. Or pay money. Exactly. And so it's not an easy job. And so, yes, can you hire a part-time stay-at-home mom to do of it? But are you really getting the knowledge and the money's worth that we have put into it? And so I have that struggle still in my professional life of, no, outside of the Burleson area, I'm not just a stay-at-home mom. Like, this is not just a part-time gig.
Well, why don't you walk us through a month then? Like right now, you're already working on the April issue, right?
Yes.
What are you doing right now?
Right now, I went and worked out And
That's not what I meant.
I went and worked out, and then I went to the grocery store, and then I sped here.
No, it's not what I meant. I meant you. Boy, that's literal. I meant.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no. So right now we're working on the April issue, which is Home Services Local Love. So we're having voting going on for Local Love. So every time somebody gets a vote, a business gets a vote, we reach out to them and say, hey, you're getting votes. Be sure and tell your people to go vote for you. And then we'll start working on those profiles of if they want to do a profile or whatnot, and the voting for that. So right now, go to our website, locallifetx.com, and vote for your favorite home services people, businesses.
Do you have them listed, or they?
Yes, they have
long-term?
them. We have them listed.
Okay.
So yeah, that you can pick from them.
Well, let's say that there's somebody I want to pick that's not on the list. Is there an option for that?
No, I mean, no, it's just a business. Like if it's pest control, it's general contracting, it's
see.
roofing. It's,
I see. So it's not somebody specific.
No.
Okay, I get it.
So then we reach out to that specific person and say, hey, you're getting votes. Congratulations. And sometimes they know about it and sometimes they don't. Sometimes people will go vote for them and they have no idea that that's even going on. And so we're doing that and getting ready for pub crawl, which is a huge event.
I was going to ask you about that. I was probably going to ask you on the other side of commercials, because that's probably going to be something you need to explain in some detail, because
Yes.
It's not just go around having a few beers. It's going to be a big deal.
Yes, it is a big deal. We've already sold over 100 tickets.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, and so when people advertise with you, is it a month-to-month commitment, or like 3 months, 6 months?
Well, you can do month to month. You can do, which I don't ever recommend, because you're going to look at it and say, "Oh yeah, there they are," and then they get but not actually act on it at that second, and then sometimes it takes a couple of times for people to
absolutely.
see you, and so yeah. But we do 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and I'm looking at here. Oh, Moon Tower. I really like that place.
Yes.
I really do. And here you can get 2 specialty pizzas, and you get a cheesy bread or mozzarella sticks free. My cholesterol just jumped up a bit, but that's okay. But no, I really like. No, but I look at these places, particularly the restaurants and other places like that, and these are places I go to.
Well, in Fish City, you get an appetizer for free. That's a good deal.
I would need to find that ad because my wife loves fish.
It was right there.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it.
See?
Okay,
And that's why you have to advertise more right next to Moon Tower.
There it is. Yes, it is.
So that's why you have to advertise more
You
than
would think
once.
we planned that, but there you go. With a purchase of $20 or more, you get a free appetizer. I'm going to have to take my wife there because last week there was a birthday party for a friend of mine, but of course I had to miss it for my illness. But I want to take my wife there because she really loves fish, and
Well, their salmon salad is like super yum.
she loves salmon. And she also says her lobster rolls, I've been told, have been real good and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And see, these are the kind of things that you get in these local advertisements that you probably wouldn't get like in the Star Telegram as much, or something like that.
No.
Even if they even get the Star Telegram on a daily basis.
So the next thing we're going to add in with the calendar is going to be city updates from Burleson. So it's going to be the parks, and just city in general. They're going to have their updates. So like special announcements like, okay, the dog park passed. Whatever, and and then we'll have the event in the calendar, and so I'm really excited about that.
Sure, there's dog park opening right there.
Yes, so
March 19th.
So just another little like, hey, we're redoing the park over on whatever this park, or at Bailey Lake. There's going to be a food truck on this day. So we're really going to have this.
Oh, right on. It's March 11th. It says right here, 6 to 8.
Yes. And then some of them a little bit, I'm not going to be newsworthy. Let me say that out loud again.
Well, you're not going to stir the pot, are you?
No.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be newsworthy like,
That's what we're here for.
yes,
Okay.
all the city council crap. I'm staying out of that. But
Crap, is it? Okay. It's civic governance, dadgummit.
yes, I'm staying out of that. But I do want to give the updates of what's going on within the city. So, and what to look forward to.
Well, you see, you got Texas St. Patrick's Day. I love St. Patrick's Day. It's like Cinco de Mayo. All of a sudden, the ethnic whatever it is of that day comes out. Oh yes, I'm Irish. Yeah,
Yes.
Bagora, whatever. And then Cinco de Mayo, it's Viva la whatever. Give me the Dos Equis. They don't. It's come on guys.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many people when they talk about Cinco de Mayo think it's Mexican Independence Day. It's like no. And I have yet to find anybody that really knows what St. Patrick's Day is about, other than just get drunk. But
Yeah.
well, no, or celebrate your Irish heritage. I'm sorry, Mother, if you're listening.
There you go.
But it's got all this going on. You have some of the more serious nature. You got Vietnam Veterans Celebration over at Memorial Plaza later this month on March 26th.
Yes.
And whatnot. So you got lots of going on. Chris Osborne and the Cassettes at Lost Oak this Saturday. That's a great name, the Cassettes.
Yes, I thought it was cute too.
Yeah. So on the other side of the commercials, I want to talk about this pub crawl, and also we want to talk a little bit of how you got roped in
Yes.
to the celebration.
Senior
for prom.
celebration for Centennial High School.
You're a good mother for doing that. But it's
Never again.
never again. Okay, well, let's just roll these ads, and then we'll talk
Okay.
about the pub crawl. Thank you to Our Place with Otto. Of course, everybody goes to Our Place. It's funny when I do B&I business. I'll say,
Yes.
and we meet individually and say, well, let's go to Our Place, and they look at me like, what? No, Our Place, the restaurant. Oh, I thought you meant, and no, Our Place, the restaurant over by McDonald's. And it's been there forever, since 1986, and everybody loves Otto. And he just cracks me up. All he needs is the tuxedo to walk around and, be schmoozing as the maitre d'.
Yes.
You know how he is. And you're sitting there eating, scoot over, boom, sit there and,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you got that going on with Otto. And then you have also Chris over at the Wild Cigar House. So he's an advertiser, I see.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's really doing a good job.
He's doing a great job.
Well, I just think it's because he was well taught in high school. But
I bet so.
yeah, well, he was an interesting student. Well rested, let's say.
That's funny.
Yeah. But, he's a very sharp young man, obviously. But I've been there a couple of times. He has a great humidor, a good place for a quiet drink and a little conversation as opposed to, shouting over the TV or something. So he also has meeting rooms. So you can do business over there if you want to have a place to do a little business.
And a nice patio, too.
Yes. And now that the weather's turned, well, of course, the day is turned up to 40 degrees again today, but soon it's coming.
Yes.
Okay. And also, thank you to proactivepaymentsolutions.com with point of sales operations. Talk to Antonio. He can get you hooked up with the right program, save you on fees, save you on all the hassle or getting it all set up, give you the right program at proactivepaymentsolutions.com. Check it out and he'll help you out. Same with Payne Beagles over Beagles Technology Solutions. Make your home a smart home. Also, you can do some aerial videography. That's what I'm trying to say, drone work. If you're a contractor, you're a real estate person, developer, whatnot, he can help you with all that stuff. Insurance inspector, whatnot. BeaglesTech.com is the website. The number is 817-944-3572. His primary business is making your home a smart home and migrating your data. Is your home a smart home?
No.
Well, if you ever decide, you and Jimmy decide, then there you are. He's the guy to talk to. He's
All right.
real smart. And then, of course, yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, and I really am impressed with this.
Thank you.
I really like the way it looks.
Thank you.
And so it looks like things are steadily inclining for you,
Yes,
going up, and all this is on the website, right?
for sure.
Okay, good. LocalLifeTX.com. Say it right, dummy. All right. Anyway, and then of course Burleson Radio rocking out as we speak on Loud 365, your voice, your station. Okay, let's talk about the pub crawl.
Okay.
I had the ad open and then I started tiffing it around.
Yeah.
Here it is. Okay, March 12th.
Yes, this Saturday.
Okay, and we had the participants here.
Yes.
We got Old Texas, we got the Rim, Spice Rack, Fish City, Moon Tower, Lone Star Bar and Grill, Frescoes, and Rio Mambo. Some of the standards here in this community.
For sure.
Okay, and so what it costs $25. What are you going to get for the $25?
Okay, so each restaurant they're competing against each other. They're competing for best atmosphere, best appetizer, and best cocktail.
That's going to be a tough choice for some of these.
Yes.
I know a couple of places I go to several times, and I'd be biased.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And so they've all come up with these specialty appetizers and cocktails at each place. So you pay $6 and you get an appetizer and a drink at each place that you go to. And it's something that's not on their current menu. So it's just for the event. So you basically go and you check in. We're going to have 2 different spots. One's going to be in front of Rio Mambo and Rim. If you bought a VIP, then that's definitely where you want to go check in. And the other one is going to be right down from Old Texas Brewery. So you can check, just depending on where you want to park is where you go. And then you check in and then you just crawl your way. Now, we have a shuttle, and it runs from 11 to 7. And so when you're going from one part of Old Town to the other, there's no driving. You don't have to do any driving or anything. And the shuttle just goes in a continuous motion. And so you get off and you can get back on and she'll take you to your spot.
I see you got Complete Canine as a sponsor.
Well, duh.
That was a hard twist. Twisted on for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so you buy the tickets and then you go in and it's like what, $6 for a drink and an appetizer of some sort. Okay. And
they're not crappy because
guess not.
So I went to another crawl that was not a St. Patrick's pub crawl that I was like, I can do this way better because all the drinks tasted terrible. Tasted like
bottom shelf stuff. Huh?
Yes, cough syrup.
Ugh.
And so with the way this works, they're competing, and so they're not just using the bottom of the barrel stuff. Like some of the appetizers look amazing, and you can see all of those on social media this week. We're going to be posting what each drink and appetizer will be.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, good. I'm just kind of curious.
Yes.
Because I like I
we
said,
have
most of the
Irish
dinner places-
nachos, and we have
Irish nachos.
and then we have some fried pickle spears, and then we have I can't think some stuffed peppers.
Ooh, I like those.
Yes, at Rio Mambo. I know that's what that is.
What's Fresco's doing?
I can't remember.
They're the Irish nachos, maybe?
No.
Okay.
No.
Irish nachos. Give me a break.
So they have to do something.
Yeah, I know. We just dye the cheese green.
Yes. So, but yeah. So each place has something super yum. And it's really fun to see the characters that come out for this. We are encouraging everybody to dress up. So if you're dressed up, and I'm not talking like a hat and some sunglasses. Like, you got to be dressed up. If you're dressed up, then you get a $5. We're going to give you a $5 gift card to one of the participating restaurants. So, but it can't be like just a little bit dressed up. You have to be really dressed up.
You mean like a leprechaun or something like that?
Yes.
You know?
The other really fun thing that you do while you're on the crawl is we have a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, I see that here. What is that about?
So the scavenger hunt, basically, we have like a list of things, and you have to find our sponsors' logos within the crawl. And then you have to take a picture with a leprechaun. You have to take a picture with somebody in a kilt.
Wait a minute. Are you going to have leprechauns on this? Like people dressed up on this pub?
It can be a leprechaun. It can be a blow-up leprechaun.
No, okay.
It can be... one year, nobody could find anybody with a kilt. So they just got somebody took their plaid shirt off and put it around their waist and made their own kilt.
I see. Well, I was thinking you're going to have somebody dressed up as a leprechaun for people to take pictures of, and I'm thinking Jimmy is really going too far. I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah, again, because I could see. Oh, Jimmy, I need somebody dressed as a leprechaun. He's like,
let's dye your hair.
I'm a vet, baby. I don't.
Let's dye your hair red. But no, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. People have a good time, and it amazes me every year. They're there at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. It starts at what, 6?
No, it starts at 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get the.
It goes from 11 to 5.
11 to 5. Okay.
Yes, the shuttle goes until 7, but after 7, like at 9:00 at night, there still be out. Like there'll still be some people out that have been going all day. Me personally, I would have already crashed out.
Have that kind of stamina. 11 to 5.
Yes, 11 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a day drinking.
There's something about to be said for that, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Did you start this 5 years or 4 years ago?
I did.
And you've been doing it ever since.
I have it.
And
Yep.
it's been inclining and increasing every year?
Every year. Okay. Now, the past 2 years have been, the first part of it was COVID.
Right.
And it literally, after we did our event, everything shut down.
Right.
And then after everything opened up all the way was last year's. So this is like the first year that's not really anything to do with restrictions or any of that stuff.
Yeah, it'd be nice not to wear a mask and all that other business.
Yes.
You know, that's nice. So the $25 and whatnot, it goes to these participants, I assume, to some degree. So they have a lot of incentive.
You get the $6. You get the $6 drink and appetizer at every spot, the scavenger hunt, the shuttle, and a really good time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Let's talk about something that is a bit more stressful for you.
Okay.
And that is the project celebration. Is that what they call it? Senior celebration?
It's senior celebration, yes. And our last really big fundraiser is the golf tournament that's going to be at Hidden Creek, and you're going to have to help me with the date. It's March.
I'm looking it up. There it is.
March 26th.
March 26th at 1 p.m. A shotgun start.
Yes.
And you have all these different kind of scholarship opportunities.
Yes, and we need some teams. As of late, I think we only have 7 teams sign up, and our goal is like 24.
Well, they're all waiting to the last minute.
Yes, let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so. I have to hand it to you, though. It is tough because I did this somewhat with my children when they were at VHS. My wife did more than I guarantee you. And it's a struggle. I mean, because people think these senior celebrations here, they basically just get in the gym and play a little volleyball or something like that. No, it's a full on thing. I remember they'd have like casino type games, so you could win tickets.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Right, and these tickets could be reimbursed like at an auction at 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
And then they can win TVs, mini fridges, all the things that will help them through college.
Some of
gift cards.
Some of the stuff I was amazed because when I first heard about it, way back in the 90s when VHS started doing this, and they talk about these prizes, I'm thinking movie tickets, a discount card to Starbucks or whatever.
First of all, they're not going to stay for that.
No, I know.
And my kid is way too spoiled for that. She'd rather go have a party somewhere else.
Oh, sure.
So we're trying to make it to where we keep them safe.
Right.
So.
And the thing is, when you talk about keeping them safe, it's not so much you suspect your own children. It's all the other crap that goes on around them.
Sure.
It's like, going out on New Year's Eve, you could be as careful as you want to be, but that doesn't protect you from other people.
Exactly.
And so that's kind of what happens here. But I remember seeing like airline tickets and like one year they had like a free use of a car. Some dealership had put a car in there for like a free year.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff. And I was like, my gosh.
I mean, to entice them to stay and not party with their friends, it's got to be something that's of high value.
Well, we didn't have this in my high school days, of course.
I didn't either.
Well, think about it. You went to a really small high school.
Yes.
So you had your prom, in the cafeteria? What?
No, I honestly...
I
don't even remember.
I hate to say it. Well, I don't hate to say it, but I didn't go to my prom because in the late 70s, proms were kind of like, they're so last year.
Oh my God. Yes. Right.
And they were such a big deal. And if you didn't have a steady and you don't want to spend all this money. Now what happens in these younger kids' generation, they go in big groups. They don't really have to go as a couple. If you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend,
it's okay.
It's fine. And you'll go in a group of 7 or 8.
Yep.
Or more, and you have a whole lot better time. And I thought that was a whole lot better deal.
Yes.
Because my day also, I assume Centennial will have a meal. Was it the Worthington the Omni, right?
I think it's somewhere in Cowtown. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure where
Well,
it
they
is.
have a meal. It's a really nice meal. They have the
Yes.
dance, all that, and then you go do this thing. And
Yes. And we're going to
yeah.
have food all night long,
Mm-hmm.
the casino games,
Mm-hmm.
like fun things for them to do all night long to win prizes.
Yeah.
And so we have to raise with this tournament, our goal is to raise $10,000.
And you need 24 teams for that.
Yes, we do. And we're at 7.
Mm.
So anybody out there that plays golf, please sign up. You can see it in the magazine or, just email me or text me.
So they can contact you through the local FTX
Yes,
page?
they can do that.
Oh, you have a QR code here as
Yes,
well.
you can just go on the QR code and that's how you sign up.
Mm-hmm. A hole in one. Well, I don't know if that's going to...
No.
It could be close maybe, but have longest drive. And I really like Hidden Creek Golf Course. I haven't golfed in a while because it's a full day commitment and a very big financial commitment. But I know a lot of people that golf, and there you go.
Yes. So I'll tell all your golfing friends to come sign
Beverage
up.
cart sponsorship. I like that.
Yes.
You know, I think a lot of my friends that golf, really, that's what they go there for, is the beverage cart. It's more than the golfing itself.
Agreed.
How did you get volunteered for this?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think I started the conversation and of, hey, we probably need to get started on this. And, but then it just happened. I know so many people and I wanted to do it for my daughter who is a senior. And,
She's going to Tarleton, isn't she?
she is.
And where you went?
Yes.
Yes. That's
And
legacy.
Yes, that's right. And my mother.
Oh, really? How
Yes,
about that?
so she's third generation to go there. But I wanted to do it for her. That's why I did it. And
so when your sophomore daughter's a senior, are you going to be hiding somewhere?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
I am. I always think, even through all the things that I've done, and this goes along with owning your own business, like I volunteer to get at elementary age to get to know the teachers of the school. Then once I got to know them, I would kind of, slack off. I would step away, and then I would do something in middle school, and then this is the only thing I've done in high school. And I don't really, once I get in high school, I don't need to know the teachers or anything. That's their own thing. I just wanted to do something to give back and for the kids and and be involved with my daughter.
Well, that's very common, because when we have open house at BHS, I'd sit there and play cards basically. Whereas
I'm not going.
My elementary school teacher friends are like, they're packed out the door.
Yes, yeah.
When you teach seniors, it's like I get like maybe a whole night. I get maybe a dozen parents show up, and it's like the funny stories of my cousin, the king of Kiowa County, who told me is that when his kids are going through school, he was like, when my sons graduate, I'm going to go and tell all these people what I think of them. By God, the teachers, the administrators that just give me a hard time, blah, blah, blah. By the time they got there, it's like, please, my God, just let them go and I'll never darken your door again.
Well, and that's kind of, I feel like as a parent of a senior, we're all kind of like, this is the last of the things to do.
You think so. You wait till about April and May.
Yeah, well, and this is true. I don't know, but this is like the last, okay, if we can just get through this, then we can get through the rest of the year.
Well, then you got, all the stuff that goes to being a senior, and then the graduation itself, which I'm sure you'll bring your Kleenex.
For sure.
Because you're a crying type.
Yes, I am.
And, I went to a whole lot of these ceremonies. And I always thought the ceremonies, high school graduation ceremonies, were nice. But the one that really meant something is when they're crossing the stage 4 years or 5 years later. Or not just maybe so much college, but maybe if they've gotten some sort of specialized education or whatnot. That's where really it boils down to. High school graduation is kind of like, it's a nice ceremony.
Well, yeah, like it's a check.
It's a check. You need to do it.
You have to do it.
You
You have to do it. And that's why I was like, who do you even invite?
No, well, I invited, besides my parents, of course, my grandparents were there.
Right.
And then when my kids graduated, my parents were there. And I think on one of them, my wife's parents there. They don't live in Texas, and so I think they may have been there for both. I'm not sure. So usually it's the grandparents, but it isn't like you bring in the cousins and the aunts,
Yeah,
and,
right.
you know, and so the guy that delivered your mail, and then
No, you
you know,
just
your
send- you
orthodontist, whatever.
You just send them a card, and maybe they'll send.
There you
nothing.
go. You send a card, and then if you're so moved, you
Yeah,
know.
then maybe we'll get an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, here's something for your school supply list or
Yes,
something
there you
like that.
go.
Oh boy, you don't miss a trick, do you, dear?
Oh, hell no.
No, but it's a great ceremony, but graduating high school to me was something
It's a check.
you need to do it.
Yes, it's required.
You know,
It's not a nice to have.
it's not a nice. It's like it's good. You know, put it in my pocket. No, you need to graduate high school,
For sure.
and then. Does your daughter know what she wants to major in at Tarleton?
I think she wants to do, well, right now she's thinking psychology, but I'm really hoping that she'll change it to PR marketing.
Well, you know, the thing about it is everybody changes their mind. I wanted to go to school for one thing and ended up being another thing, and then ended up being a school teacher. I didn't go to college to be a school teacher.
Right.
And so you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You know, when you were in college, did you want to
I
be
changed.
Yeah,
Because I was going to be a school teacher, and I realized real fast that I'm not school teacher material.
I'm just trying to think who's a school teacher. I give you about a month before you're either dragging you out in tears or in cuffs, one of the two.
I can't deal. I'm too
You know.
scared that I would be way too harsh.
No, you know, people think that, but you learn patience over time. But there are times when it gets away from you.
Yes,
and so,
I can only imagine.
And so it is what it is, and God bless them, little Dickens. But
yes.
anyway, well, we're getting close on time here,
Okay.
so let's finish up with the celebration.
Okay.
What do they need to do to help with this? Even if they can't golf, they can still contribute.
Yes, we need prizes. We need prizes for the actual celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you have a TV that you bought that you never used, or any of that kind of thing, or if you want to give some gift cards so we could go buy some bigger prizes, that would be great.
How is how has the business community responded to you when
They've been great.
Yeah.
They've been great. Yes.
you know, most of them have been pretty
Yes,
willing?
pretty willing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say.
What do they donate? I mean, it's not like you can.
So
donate.
far, they've just done sponsorships.
Yeah, sponsorships and money.
of whatever was going on, or giving gift cards.
Well, that's probably the best thing right there because it's not like, well, I'm looking at some of these businesses. I don't know what Chris could do. Yeah, I can give you cigars.
Yeah, I know. Well, hopefully, maybe he plays golf. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to ask him sometime.
Yeah, he's on my list to actually go ask, but yeah.
No, he does have family friendly options. He really does. So it's not like
Well, and he might want to. It's a good way. It's a mostly men. Golf tournaments are mostly men, and maybe he needs to do a little self promotion to that.
Or look at these others here. Here's somebody could help you with their Medicare plan. I don't know if that's going to go over real big with high school seniors, but we'll never know. Or Texas Overhead Door, they'll help you with your garage door.
And so, well, I can't ask all my clients. They already pay me enough a month, but hopefully we can get some bigger ticketed items.
Well, let's hope so. And thank you for doing this. I mean, as a member of the community, I know how important this is. I really do because. Again, it isn't like, well, if we don't do this, we're going to go out and get drunk. That's not it at all. But there are going to be some that this is a whole lot better option than they would have otherwise.
Exactly, and they're stupid. I'm just saying how it is. Those kids are stupid, and if they have a better option, then I'd hope that they'd use it. So,
well, here's what happens: is that they'll go and they'll say, "Well, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be right." Mm-hmm. Okay, just one.
Yes, exactly.
And then, well, that one didn't do anything for me, so I'll have another. And then you go, and
and then you're in a car accident, and then everybody's crying, and it's terrible. So it's better. It's way better to keep safe this way.
And it's a lot harder than one might think. If you're in a place where a lot of people are doing stuff, and you're the only one not. Apparently,
peer pressure.
Yeah,
peer pressure can get the best of anybody.
I can't tell you how many kids told me over the course of the years when I was at BHS doing these things. I said, they liked this not just because it was fun and could play a little ball, a little basketball, volleyball, play the casino games, but it gave them a good excuse not to go do something stupid. They said,
Exactly.
"Oh, my mother's making me go.
Yeah, I have to go here.
I have to go."
Yes,
and,
yes.
that way they had a nice easy out, and so without
they
having
didn't
to look
have to feel
lame or whatever.
the pressure of it, for sure.
So, no, I appreciate it a lot because it became a really big deal. Maybe in a couple of years, if they do draft you, think about what they did. My daughter's year, they just rented out Main Event, I think it was.
Well, Alley Cats is
Alley
coming
Cats.
here.
Alley Cats. They did that one year too when it was over in Arlington,
Yes.
I believe.
Alley Cats is going to be on the corner of Allsbury and John Jones, I believe.
Allsbury and John Jones, yeah.
And so that may be an option.
That sounds like a sponsorship opportunity.
It does.
And I could see a big old ad for them.
Yes.
Okay. I always thinking ahead. Okay, so the next magazine comes out, I assume, or first week of April.
Yes.
Just like
Our
clockwork.
home services, and then also our Easter.
Easter, yeah.
Yeah, have all the.
When is Easter? I mean, they never put it the same
know.
day. It's always weird. Taylor, do you know when Easter is?
He's looking.
I'm looking it up.
Are you looking it up? I mean, Holy Toledo.
It's somewhere in April, but I don't know when.
I wish we put it on the same day, but it's like the first Sunday in April. But I think they can't do it on
April 17th.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
late one.
Yes, it is.
And I'm sure there's some. I remember reading about it in a college class that late Easters are bad for retail. Or good for retail, or something like that. I said, well, thank God we have Easters for retail. If we didn't. If we didn't.
I
have
don't
Easter,
like it when it's in March because it's cold usually, but I'm happy with. And I like doing an Easter magazine, so
No.
it's cute.
Well.
It's always fun.
Oh, okay. Well, let's run through the sponsors, and I'll give you the last word to tell us about the pub crawl and
All the things.
All the things you got going on. Holy cow. Thank you, Daniel, over at CrossFit Burleson. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Amber and the kids are doing well. Hope you avoid what I got last week because you don't want this. It ain't fun. CrossFit Burleson, 317 Southwest Wilshire. Check out the webpage for the memberships and training programs. Thank you to Shandy. She got a couple of homes to sell. I know she's closing on one later this week, so she's very busy and doing well. Hang on. Excuse me. We don't have a cough button here, do we? In this,
We don't.
Well,
but I've thought about it.
You thought about it? Okay. All right. Thank you, Shandy. It's Stocksdale Group, Transactions and Relationships. Thank you to Rex over at Russell Wealth Group at myfinancialbox.com. Hit the link, get to know him, check out his video. He's quite the character. He'll be the first to tell you. Russell Wealth Group, help you with all this shenanigans going on with the market. Also, thank you to Kimmy. Take her weight loss plan, not mine. So much better. Hers is so much better. Optavia, 817-789-1622. And thank you to Gayla. Ain't she sweet? Mm-hmm. My wife just loves her. Mm-hmm. And Southern Jim. I just thinking Gayla could be the real keeper of Burleson secrets. You know what I'm saying?
She knows, for real.
Well, she knows it all.
Yes.
But she also, has something that is helpful for me. That's a wish list. So my wife can go there and put stuff on a wish list, and I can go in there. I don't know what she wants. Well, Gayla, just whip out the old wish list, and let's look at all these things here.
That's nice.
Yes, it is. So fine jewelry and gemstones, little design, little cleaning, little repair, and great inventory. Thank you to Michelle Humphrey over at Hotworks. Hope you're doing well. Hope to see you on Wednesday. Thank you for joining the Mr. Allard neighborhood. She wants to help you turn your I wants into I will to I am is her motto there. So there you are, Hotworks. Also, Otto, thank you, Otto. Hope you're doing well. Quite the character as always. Every time I go there, unless it's like really early in the morning or near closing time, I have to wait. And I'm a big shot and I have to wait.
Jimmy's there all the time.
Really?
He eats breakfast there every morning.
Every morning?
Every morning.
Well, it's a good breakfast.
Yes.
Well, of course, Jimmy works it off. If I did that every morning, I'd be rolling out the door.
It's so funny because I said this. I was like, I can't eat like you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Well,
go by yourself.
Well, he burns off I'm sure, at the various joints he works out.
Yes.
Our Place Restaurant. Thank you, Otto, for all you do. Thank you, Chris, over at Wild Cigar and Culture. Check out the Humidor. Check out the gift cards. Check out the Joint. It's a nice place. Good conversation, good drinks, good smokes. Thank you to Antonio over at Proactive Payment Solutions. So we help you with point of sales operations, get you the right program, get you a program for the first time if you need one. Thank you, Payne Beagles, over at Beagles Technology Solutions. Make your home a smart home. A smart home. Smart home. Listen to you. Smart home. Yes. Make it a smart home. It'll help you migrate your data from one computer to another. It'll help you integrate your system so you'll be effective, efficient, cheaper. Also with the aerial drone videography, can help you if you're a realtor, a developer, insurance contractor, on and on and on. So 817-944-3572 or beaglestech.com. Also, of course, we have Miss Tiffany here. She's going to tell us all about it in a minute. And then myself at the radio, Live 365. Check it out. We need some listenership, dadgummit. So Live 365, your voice, your station. Okay, tell us what you want us to know.
Well, I hope everybody really enjoys the new look of the magazine.
Oh, no, I give it the big thumbs up. I really like it.
I've had nothing but positive.
Yeah, well, it seems to be just not just bigger ads, but I just like it. It's.
I think it's more community.
Well, and for us old men who need bigger print, it helps.
Yeah, and I hope to see everybody out at the pub crawl on Saturday. It's going to be a big fun time.
1 to 5, right? 11 to 5.
11 to 5.
11 to 5. 11
yes,
to 5. Okay.
Yes, and then the next thing would be the golf tournament at Hidden Creek on the 26th 26th at 1 p.m. But if you have some golfers that want to sign up, just reach out to me. I'm all over the place. You can find me on social media.
Oh,
so
yes.
Easy enough.
The Queen of Burleson, we call her.
No. And to all those ladies out there who are thinking about and wanting to do their own business, I hope that this article helps you out, helps you know you got some people out there that are doing it, and I just hope it inspires some young lady.
Mm-hmm. It will, and I think it will because I think it's great. I really do.
Thank you.
And we'll see you hopefully after you survive all this sometime next month.
Yes, I'll be back.
Yeah.
And Angela McGarity with Artistic Motion Dance wants to come on with me. So,
absolutely.
So she's going to come on with me.
Well,
at
then
some point.
we'll plan it a little more in advance, so we'll have it so she can arrange her schedule.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Thank you, Taylor,
As always.
Thanks, Taylor.
And I hope you're doing all right out there. This will be on the podcast very soon, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay. Bye. Good seeing everybody.